Hi YouTube, I'm back. I'm here to talk about what I think Bitcoin Successor will be, and kind of how I came up with this idea. I told y'all I like to invent and stuff like that, and I've invented several things before. And I think Bitcoin Successor is going to be a crypto anarchist corporation, basically kind of like, imagine like a Napster, but corporate, like publicly traded company. That's a Napster, right? And kind of here's my story a little bit. Summer after my freshman year in college, I worked as a volunteer researcher on an oil and gas problem called microbial-induced corrosion. Basically, how bacteria degrade the inside of a pipeline and they corrode the inside of a pipeline. And my work helped me get a position at ExxonMobil's upstream research company the following summer. And when I started working at Exxon, I ran into a pretty big conflict. My ideology is really libertarian, and my boss at Exxon wanted me to continue the work I had started as an independent, but under ExxonMobil contract, meaning they would own all intellectual property rights for the things I had done, and effectively meaning that I worked for ExxonMobil for free the previous summer. My boss already knew about my work, and the goal was to begin the process of patenting my work for ExxonMobil. Pretty sure this is illegal, and I rejected the proposal despite knowing they could easily take my work and continue it with no realistic way of me being able to stop them, with U.S. patent law. And I felt like I was really playing a rigged game. And ExxonMobil's size and my lack of funds meant that there really weren't any good ways for me to stand up to them. And really, I felt like I was being bullied, actually. And this actually caused a lot of depression in my life and a lot of problems for me, actually. But I responded by doing the only thing I really knew how to do at the time, and that was I just kept inventing stuff. And I kind of figured, you know what, this is a problem that I really hate, and it's done some things to my life, and it's affected me negatively, and I want to solve this problem. I don't want this to happen to other people, and I don't want other innovators to kind of get screwed over the way I did. And I thought really long and hard on this problem, and I had a breakthrough when I realized cryptocurrency made a good analogy to a crypto stock, basically for a company going through constant fundraising. Like, if you know anything about entrepreneurialism, you start out with maybe 1 million shares outstanding, and then the board gets together and they have a vote, and they decide to create 500,000 shares to bring the total shares outstanding to 1.5 million, and they sell those 500,000 shares to a potential investor to gain funds to continue their growth as a company. And realized the crypto corporation offered several advantages over the corporate model of Wall Street. First, there was little incentive for this crypto corporation to meet regulation, and government couldn't enforce laws such as U.S. intellectual property laws or antitrust laws. That's point number 2, by the way. So I kind of built this ideal crypto corporation in my mind. I decided a successful crypto corporation could break all intellectual property laws, amassing huge legal liabilities that could never be enforced. So say your corporation, kind of like Napster did, but hopefully on a bigger scale. Say your corporation hosts tons of copyrighted material and amasses, $1 billion in legal liability that can never be enforced. That would be kind of a win, right? I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, but I really think it's pretty possible. I actually think it's pretty close. It's not too far off in the future. And everyone knows Bitcoin is used for a lot of black market transactions. And my question to you guys is, why shouldn't a cryptocurrency be backed by stolen copyrighted material? I don't think there's any good reason for it not to be. And Basically, people could be trading black market currency for their black market transactions rather than, Bitcoin, which really isn't, it's really not illegal. It's not really that out there, in my opinion. If you're going to be doing a black market transaction anyways, why not be trading for it with black market kind of currency, which is really a stock, right? So how would this crypto stock operate? I think it would pillage the rest of the corporate world by taking advantage of anonymizing software to allow employees of large companies to be paid to publish their employers' trade secrets and product schematics online anonymously, so they get away with it. In other words, right? These large companies, I'll just say the one I'm familiar with, ExxonMobil, has thousands of employees, and they have all those employees under contract, and the contract says, hey, you won't violate this non-disclosure agreement. But if the employee uses anonymizing software and goes online, there's no way of ExxonMobil to know what employee violated the non-disclosure agreement, or that any employees violated the non-disclosure agreement. So I'm looking to the community to help me out, help develop this, because I don't have the computer science skills needed to develop this. I think it's a really good idea. This is one of my favorite inventions. I've invented a lot of things, and I really believe I have the resume that people should listen to me on this. And unfortunately, I've been having some bad symptoms recently. I've been having some depression, and I can't do this all on my own. Top of that, I'm kind of an abstract thinker, like a big picture guy, and I don't know if I can handle the details of bringing this to market alone. So I'm looking to you, YouTube, looking to the community, see what y'all think about this, and see if any of y'all want to jump in and help out and make this come to reality. And hopefully, we get some corporate bullies, we get them back, kind of right the ship, balance things out a little bit in America. And that's all I have to say for now. Peace out, YouTube.